Access Sacramento presents Hometown Sports Game of the Week. Major underwriting support this season for Hometown Sports Game of the Week on Access Sacramento is provided by the Sacramento Metropolitan Cable Television Commission. Access Sacramento also thanks Sharif Jewelers, fine jewelers since 1932. Sharif Jewelers, a longtime sponsor of community television. And Folsom Lake Honda, a proud sponsor of Access Sacramento's Hometown TV and Game of the Week, and a partner in our community, Folsom Lake Honda.
Throughout the history of sports, there have always been rivalries, but on the high school level, none, very few, have reached the intensity and the magnitude of Holy Court. And that's why Access Sacramento and the Hometown Sports Game of the Week is at St. Francis High School this evening for the 2018 renewal of Holy Court. Christian Brothers taking on the Troubadours. Good evening, welcome to Troubadour Gym on the campus of St. Francis High, along with Sierra College head volleyball coach Vera Nelson. I'm Will James, welcome aboard, and certainly what an atmosphere on the high school level, Vera.
What an experience for these athletes. It's amazing, they'll have great memories of this. It's awesome.
Well, there's lots of color and pageantry, but a ton of intensity. Both teams want to win this game badly. Now, the last time they played each other, about a year ago, in the last meeting, St. Francis prevailed. They dropped the first set, but rolled the next three. The last time out for both of these teams, Vera, in the last outings, each team emerged victorious.
Yeah, and Pleasant Grove is a good team. I saw them on Tuesday. Very good team, as well as Rio Americano. It's going to be a good match tonight. A lot of high flyers for St. Francis.
Well, impact players always have a major bearing. This will be no exception. And for James Todd and the visiting Falcons, they're going to have to rely heavily on their impact players. A cappella choir from St. Francis High School. Now,
Beautiful.
We had alluded, Vera, to impact players, and the Falcons coming in not at full capacity. They've had some injury and illness problems, but they do have a big three.
Yeah, they do. Lauren McGinnis, freshman, quite a good beach player as well. Not a lot of experience at this level, but quite a competitor. So I think they're going to be, one of their outside hitters has a concussion, so I'm not sure she's going to be in tonight. But
Sophia Overstreet, unfortunately, will be on the injured list tonight, but Katie Cordano, the sole remaining player from the 2016 section champs, and Naldoza, tremendous ball player. They'll have to step it up tonight. Now for Coach Wright and the Troubadours trio at home tonight will have to continue their top performance.
Yeah, well, Alexa, she's a high flyer, great starter since a freshman, going to UOP, great player. Christian Brothers is going to have to play some good defense to stop her. Sam Chavez, libero, great player as well as Catherine Kramer. I'm looking forward to watching her. I haven't seen her play too much, but from what I hear, it's a great outside hitter.
Well, you better fasten your seatbelts a wee bit tighter. It's going to be a bumpy night. When we come back after this very short break, we'll check in with Lauren Goodman, who has more on tonight's big game. Stay with us.
Here's something we bet you didn't know. Nearly half of all cancers can be prevented. That's right, half. Nearly 50%, mostly by making small everyday changes in your diet and controlling your weight, walking more, eating less, and eating foods that help you and your family to seriously reduce the risk of cancer. And of course, by not smoking. Visit the Cancer Prevention Together We Can website and get a free 30-day planner filled with tips, recipes, stats, and more about protecting your family. Go to prevent50.org.
Welcome to the big show on Access Sacramento's Hometown Sports Game of the Week with Vera Nelson and Lauren Goodman. I'm Will James. This is the renewal of one of the great rivalries, Holy Court, as Christian Brothers comes in to face the host, St. Francis Troubadours. We're going to go ahead and toss it down to Lauren Goodman. She has more on tonight's rivalry. Lauren?
Well, Christian Brothers is being led by James Todd in his third season. He has a 56-26 record overall, but he's coming in with a lot of experience, and he's helped the Christian Brother Falcons lead on to a good record in 2016. He was able to accomplish the Division III SJS title, as well as last season, in the second season, he led the team to the finals game. So Christian Brothers is in great hands. Now on the other hand, on the other side of the ball, we have Aylin Wright, the leader for the Troubadours, and she is in her 30th season. Overall, 519 wins, and that little asterisk on the next to her name is not even including the first 8 seasons because they do not have the records for it, so that's not even all her wins. She also has 18 league titles, 11 SJH titles, 2 North-Count titles, 1 Big Dance in 2005. Now these two teams know each other very well. They have a series history of streaks starting back in 2009. These two teams for St. Francis won the first 6, took the series history, and as in the last 3 games, Falcons were able to stop the train of the Troubadours, but in the last matchup, Troubadours will be able to prevail, winning, and you see St. Francis has a lead of 7-3, and this is their 11th matchup. Will, it's going to be a battle of gladiators and warriors. Back up to you from the floor.
Well, thank you, Lauren. You are so correct. It's always a battle. It should be noted, however, that James Todd's Falcons, Vera Nelson, are playing shorthanded tonight. Some key players are down with injury and illness, and that'll be an important factor.
Yes, it will, but sometimes you never know. Other kids step up, gives opportunity for other players to play, and might give them a lot of incentive to really dig deep. So we'll see what they can bring.
It's all about identifying an opportunity, and for the players filling those slots, major opportunity tonight. It'll be difficult to find a more raucous crowd than what you're going to see and hear this evening on the Hometown Sports Game of the Week. The cheering section, well, there's you see on your monitor there the lineup for St. Francis, and across the way, slightly to the right, and the banner on the back wall obscured. But the zoo, that's the cheering section for St. Francis, will be an important factor, and they'll be rivaled by the Christian Brothers cheering section.
I'm not sure if they have a name.
Well, we'll find out before long.
Yes, we will.
Crowd getting revved up for the open of this match. Each club emerged victorious. Okay, for James Todd and his Falcons, here's their starting lineup. McGinnis, the freshman that Vera spoke of earlier. Splitter, Harrington, Hurley. The outstanding veteran, Haley Naldoza, Paddock, and 3-year varsity standout, Katie Cordano. Ellen Wright's Troubadours are going to counter with basically an uninjured lineup. They're essentially at full capacity tonight. Maral, Malia Berry, you see the highlighted players are impact players. Edwards, an All-American a year ago as a sophomore. Vera mentioned she's going on to UOP. Kramer, a standout senior. Chapui, Henning, and gutty libero Sam Chavez. There you see the banner obscured across the way, but that cheering section right there, noted as the zoo, they're for real.
Yes, they are.
And I believe Lauren Goodman a little bit later is going to be speaking with the ringleader, who just happens to be the student body president.
Oh, wow.
So we'll pursue that a bit later. But right now, we're ready to rock. It looks like the host Troubadours will have first service to put the ball in play. Crowd primed and ready.
So setter will be serving. They'll be in rotation 1. So they'll have all 3 hitters up at the front net.
Cesare Morale with the opening serve.
Nice defense. A net violation.
Okay, I guess that can be called a technical infraction. However, 1-0 Troubadours. We're just underway here at St. Francis High School. We welcome you to the Hometown Sports Game of the Week. Settle in and enjoy Holy Court.
Nice high swing, 14.
Kramer, Special K with a blast, 2-0 early on for the Troubadours.
Christian Brothers are going to really have to play some good defense. They're definitely unmatched up at the net.
A double hit. So the Falcons are on the board. Things just starting to get to full attention on this event with so much going on prior. Blocked at the net. Lily Paddock.
A freshman.
Coming up big. And as you said, Vera, an undersized Christian Brothers lineup right now.
And inexperienced, but great job right there.
Right back. So after one tie, Troubadours retake the lead at 3-2. It should be noted that Sophia Overstreet of Christian Brothers, their outstanding junior co-captain, will not be playing in tonight's contest due to injury. That serve tipped the top of the net and was unreturnable, 4-2.
Yeah, they're probably lacking a little bit of leadership without her on the court, but it might take them a little while to get warmed up and have someone step in that leadership role.
Julia Zaro serving. Wow, that was self-defense right there to keep it alive.
That's Gigi. She's a freshman, number 11 for Christian Brothers.
Straight power right there, Alexa Edwards, the returning All-American, just a junior. 5-2 Troubadours.
Nice pass.
Okay.
Sometimes it's not pretty, but it's still a point.
That was an important point for the Falcons to get back on the board and turn over the service. Wow, a great block by the Falcons to keep that alive, but to no avail as Edwards killed another one.
Yeah, it's going to be tough to stop her. They're really going to have to work deep on defense.
Head coach James Todd looking on. His Christian Brothers squad, definitely an underdog, but scrappy. And you see there, taking advantage. 6-4. Brothers hanging in there.
Whitney Hunt coming into the front row. Nice serve.
Some kind of an infraction there at the point going to St. Francis, but
so
Coach James Todd.
The libero, number 10, set the ball with their hands in front of the 10-foot line, and someone jumped and attacked, and that's
point to St. Francis. Thank you very much.
Yep.
Vera Nelson.
Yeah, she can set from in front of the 10-foot line, but only if she's using her forearms. If she uses her hands, she has to be behind the 10-foot line.
Ready to serve. Ellie Eichhorn.
Nice serve by the lefty.
8-4. Nobody came up from that back row. .5'11" sophomore Eichhorn, serve number 2. Edwards, a real power plant.
Christian Brothers middle back's going to have to step up and take that line drive because she's hitting right over the block.
This time the Edwards smash is kept alive. Well done by the Troubadours, coming up big there. Maddie Batchelor.
Timeout, Christian Brothers.
Well, we got a timeout on the court. Let's go ahead and toss down to floor level and Lauren Goodman.
Well, I'm here with Camille, senior and leader of the zoo. How much fun are you having right now?
I'm having way too much fun. I've dreamed of this sport for my entire life. Ever since I was a freshman, I've been dreaming of this moment to be.
Now you're real swaggy, fresh out here, and you say you've been waiting 4 years to lead this group. How much work and time does it take to put in this crazy crowd?
It's insanely crazy. You have to pick out all the girls that may not even want to go to a game and get them hyped to go to this game and get everybody buying tickets because it's a one in a lifetime. No one else has a holy court.
Hey, so you got so much energy. You're the leader of this group. How much time and energy have you put into your senior year, making it amazing and great, and then now the holy court?
Every day I try and make my senior year the best, always meeting new people and kind of going to these kind of events because they're special. They're special the senior year, especially because you're in the front. So I want all girls who are seniors to accept and be grateful for these moments like this. So yeah.
Camille's fired up from the sideline. Back to you, Will.
Thank you, Lauren Goodman. And Christian Brothers picks up an important point there to break a skid, making it 10-5. St. Francis on top, and there you see the St. Francis libero there, Sam Chavez. Too much heat right there.
Too much heat is right. Let's see if Christian Brothers can answer back now that she's in the back row.
Alexa Edwards we're talking about, number 4 on serve. Excellent reaction there by the Falcons along that net play. Kramer put it where they weren't. 12-5.
Well, that's why they're good. They got a 2-punch offense there with 14, Kramer and Alexis.
Kramer's in for 2 kills, Edwards for 3. Rejected but kept alive. Too hot to handle on that smash. And that was, of course, the Maddie Batchelor, 10, and a 13-5 lead.
Senior, that helps. They got some senior leadership on that team.
Power plus, that big front line, Vera, really taking a toll.
Absolutely. It's tough. You got 6 foot, 6'1", 6'1" across.
Well, timeout on the court, a 14-5 lead, and here's how that developed. Edwards, a laser shot, another. All-American as a sophomore. And from the other side, oh yes, rat-a-tat-tat, Alexa Edwards.
Yeah, she's got at least 5 kills so far.
We resume play, and there you see James Todd, head coach of the Falcons, as Edwards prepares to serve. Opening set of the 2018 Foley Court rivalry.
Yeah, they're Christian Brothers having a hard time with her serves. Gonna have a tough time keeping up if they can't control their balls. Have a little better ball control.
Edwards.
There we go.
To the back line. Nice dig right there. What a save by Edwards.
It was a nice rally.
Best rally of the night so far. A point at the net for St. Francis, and Catherine Kramer, again, senior leadership and senior talent, 16-5. That smashed, returned nicely. Excellent shot right there. Aileen Aldaza. That breaks a skid.
Yeah, they're going to have to go to her more in the back row. Rely on that a little more.
That was a 6-0 run. Back on the attack, the Falcons. Out. 17-6. Ready for service. Suzanne Salazar.
Nice scrap there.
Power slamming again, Maddie Batchelor, number 10. 18-6.
Christian Brothers just got to use this for experience. Try to just keep getting better.
Just inbounds, a bloop that falls in for a Falcon point, making it 18-7.
Substitution in, Chloe Splinter coming in to serve. Nice serve.
Excellent block at the net on that smash by Batchelor. Rejected. Make it 18-8.
two seniors together on that block. Nice ball control right there.
19-8. Okay, back on the attack with service, the Troubadours in the person of Desiree Morale.
Junior setter coming back in.
Just inside the back line.
It's a nice deep shot. That's called hitting the perimeter. Tough to stop.
Malia Berry, 20-8.
Double on the setter. Just mishandled it a little.
Okay, point to Christian Brothers, 20-9. Could consider this set a warm-up set for Christian Brothers, being the visitors, maybe some early match jitters and becoming accustomed to the entire environment.
Yeah, it's pretty hostile, that's for sure. Great up right there. Another great up.
Oh boy.
It's too much.
Point to St. Francis. Let's check in with Lauren Goodman. We had spoken of the tall Troubadours.
Troubadours are the tallest team that Coach Rice had. She says that they have reached the tallest height, having multiple 6'4" talent. As you can see in the graphic and you see with the players here on the floor, they are tall trees skyscraping over the net. Back to you, Will.
Thank you, Lauren. They certainly are. As you can see right there by that graphic, 4 players 6 feet or taller, and 4 at 5'11". There's 8 players right there that have an imposing height factor.
Well, and not only are they tall, they're very athletic and jump very well, so it's fun to watch.
Excellent drop by Edwards, who had shown nothing but laser shots. Had a nice soft little cupcake dumped in there.
Yeah, she definitely has a lot of tools. Not only can she hit it very hard, has a lot of shots as well. Yep. First error of the night. Christian Brothers will take it.
Yes, they will. That makes it 20-10. Correction, 23-10. Great drop. Nice dig.
Nice deep shot.
Naldoza, Haley Naldoza, one of the senior veterans, 23-11.
She's going to have to carry these guys on her back. Nice serve.
Just out. 24-11, and St. Francis on the threshold.
Set point. Nice deep shot again there.
Boy, that surely was. So the Falcons back on the board, trying to wriggle off the hook. That would be a tall order with this deficit, but they're starting to get their act together as the visitors here.
Here we go, another tough serve by the senior.
24-13. A 3-0 run. blocked at the net on the Edwards smash. One of the superior defensive plays of the night.
That freshman will remember that for a long time. Good for her.
Edwards.
Nice defense.
Wow, line it up and smash it home. And that will do it for the first set as Edwards puts an emphatic exclamation point on that one for a 25-14 victory in set one.
Volleyball program would like to recognize former coach Lawrence Wang. He has stepped away from coaching the Troubies this year to spend more time with his family, including wife Erin and children Evan and Layla. Lawrence coached with the program for 6 years and 5 as the head freshman volleyball coach. Overall, he led the freshman program
Okay,
to a,
we're going to bounce it down to Lauren Goodman. She's going to have a quick word with Falcons head coach James Todd.
Here with James Todd, coach, kind of got a slow start, rallied back in that second end of it. How do you feel about your team right now?
I feel really good right now. We just got to make some adjustments, and we got to just control our adrenaline, and I think we'll be okay.
Anything you want to focus on or key in this second set?
Stopping number 4 out there on the outside. She's a monster, so getting her hands on more balls that she's hitting will help us a lot more in the long run.
Thank you so much, Coach. Back to you, Will.
Thank you, Lauren. Well, Coach Todd fully aware of Edwards' prowess, but he likes what he saw in the latter part of that first set.
Yeah, well, the one thing I can say about St. Francis is, yes, Alexa Edwards is an incredible player, but if you look through the somewhat stats I've been doing, they're pretty balanced. I mean, they have a balanced attack. They run a 6-2. They set it back to the oppos, and they're all getting kills. So she's great, but I think the team's very good because they are spreading the offense out quite a bit.
Well, the measure of successful teams that go beyond just being above average. Coach Wright's history has shown that she has ball clubs like that with that type of composition.
Absolutely.
And this year's edition of the Troubadours is no exception.
Absolutely.
Well, let's spin the replay dial and show you some of the highlights of that first set. And for the Falcons, coming up big was veteran Haley Naldoza.
Yeah, it looks like she had about 4 kills, and they're going to have to rely on her more to score more points this set. And there's a big block right there by her as well. Another nice deep shot.
Doing it both ways, offense and defense, trying to spark her club to come out strong here in the second set. And it should be noted that besides the injury illness situations depleting the Christian Brothers roster, they start 3 freshmen.
Absolutely. It's definitely a building year for him. And this is just great experience, and they're just going to get better and better. He's got a great attitude. He's going to keep coaching and getting these kids better.
This crowd has, again, risen to the occasion. Matter of fact, this event was sold out a week ago.
Oh, wow.
And they do it all online. There's no ticket purchasing at the gym, at the entrance, at the box office.
Good idea.
So anybody arriving here that wasn't team or media or officials already had a ticket. They say that full capacity here is in the 1,200 to 1,300 range, and I know we have matched that or exceeded it even as we get ready for set number 2, an important one, particularly for James Todd's outfit, to come back strong.
Absolutely. He's just got to keep coaching them and keep giving them positive outlooks, and they got to keep fighting.
Well,
as well as St. Francis got to keep working hard to get better, as they, it's just early in the season. So there's a lot of good teams out there.
Coach Todd is in his 14th year of coaching, but just his 3rd here at Christian Brothers after previous highly successful stops at Whitney High and Encina High. And in his first 2 years, a section championship and a finalist the following year. So I'd say he's earning his keep.
Absolutely. He does a great job. He does a great job. And in high school, you get what you get. You're not out recruiting, so you just got to make the student athletes that you get better.
and he does a good job at that.
Falcons will go on offense first.
Chloe
Service
Splinter
from-
will be
yes.
serving. Service rule, never miss first serve of the match or set.
Okay, thank you for that. 1-0 St. Francis. Blocked.
Mishandled there. Great coverage though. The senior libero from Christian Brothers does a very good job in the back row for them.
Desiree Morale continuing service. Up 2-0 are the Troubadours.
Nice high swing.
Too much heat. Another laser shot from Edwards. As St. Francis quickly jumping out with a 3-0 lead. And as you said, that opening serve, an omen.
Just can't give a good team too much free.
Good try on the block, but to no avail as the Falcons get on the board. Now at 3-1. Back on service. That would be Cordano, the 3-year varsity veteran.
Nice block up there.
Wow. The big E, Alexa Edwards.
Tough to stop, tough to stop.
4-1 Troubadours.
There's a nice swing. Gigi's a freshman, Hurley. She's come up with a couple big blocks, several kills.
A smash just in front of server Julia Zara. 4-2 now.
It'll be fun to watch that combination of Lauren and Gigi, both freshmen, as they go through their years here.
(5-2). The serve by Durana did not get it done.
Lack of concentration there.
Very rare for such a skilled veteran, Sam Chavez. Excellent libero, off target that time. 5-3.
Nice defense.
Tough luck on that one, 6-3, and I'm very impressed in the action so far by the digs and returns by the libero on each team.
Absolutely, they both are very high quality liberos. St. Francis just has more power up front. Here comes the Christian Brothers crowd, trying to rev them up a little.
That serve, not
An
returnable.
Ace by Ellie Eichhorn, sophomore setter.
And a southpaw, 7-3, Troubadours on top. They took the first set handily, leading here in number 2. (8-3). Tricky
Coach wants
play
a
there.
timeout. Gonna talk it over a bit.
Time on the floor with an 8-3 Troubadour lead. There you see Coach Wright in the white blouse there with her Troubadours circled around them. They came into action with a victory, actually back-to-back victories. They're 12-2 on the season. They played well in that High Sierra tournament up in Reno.
Looks like they lost to Rockland and Bishop Gorman. Yeah, I've heard, I haven't seen Rockland play yet this year. I'm actually going to watch them on Tuesday. Heard they have a very high quality team this year.
They're dynamite, yes
Yeah.
they are. Well, let's spin the replay dial, starting with Haley Naldoza.
Great use on the block there. Back row attack by
There she is again.
Alexa.
Yeah, Edwards.
Getting it done all around the court.
Woo-wee. Back to action, 8-3. Icorn on the serve. Kept alive nicely with that net play.
There we go.
Back on the board are the Falcons, 8-4. They trail it here, but sticking closer than they did in the first set when they fell behind early and played heavy catch-up, double-digit catch-up.
Elise is coming into here to serve.
The younger Cordano unable to get it done, 9-4.
Serving specialist, got to do your job. Big block there by number 19, Chloe Henning.
Out of bounds, another point on the board for the Troubadours. On top now, 11-4 and stretching it out. Alexa Edwards, team captain.
Coach James putting in another DS, see if someone else can pass Alexa's serve here. Right.
$12-4, that shot out. Well, Haley Naldoza trying to keep those Falcons together. That's a tough go tonight on the road, shorthanded. Out, 13-4. A high school All-American a year ago as a sophomore. Edwards, a stellar athlete. Long that time, one of the few, 13-5. So at the midway mark, as far as St. Francis is concerned, this would be where you'd want to put something together, a string, and see if the Falcons can do it.
Freshman Lauren. Nice defense, great dig. Okay.
Kept alive when it looked like the Falcons froze there for a moment.
Pretty scrappy play there.
Point to the Falcons.
The official saying she reached over and touched the ball before.
There you can see Coach Wright disputing that call with the hand motion there.
I think it was a good call.
Out on the smash, just long by Catherine Kramer. Correction. Point to the Troubadours, make it 14-6.
Susan Salazar coming in to serve.
hard smash, deflected but unreturnable. Catherine Kramer, 15-6.
Catherine does a good job hitting high and off the hands of the block.
Wow, Special K, Catherine Kramer, 16-6. It's been all St. Francis in the opening set and a half.
Timeout here. Coach Todd's looking for a timeout. See if he can get this.
Timeout on the court, and our Lauren Goodman had a chance to visit with Coach Wright.
Here with St. Francis head coach of varsity. Coach, you're getting into this match. How excited are you and the girls ready for this St. Francis battle?
You know, we look forward to this match every year. It's a great rivalry, great tradition in both programs. And they just are so excited to play and have a great, in front of a great crowd with a lot of enthusiasm. So we're excited to be here tonight playing.
Coach, now this is your third game this week. Yes. Girls are kind of having a little wear and tear. Had a great matchup at home last night. How big is home court advantage for you guys?
Anytime you're playing in your home gym, you feel a little bit more comfortable than when you travel. It doesn't matter who you play. When you're on the road, it makes it a little bit more difficult. So we enjoy playing in our gym. It's a great facility. So we're excited to be here.
Coach, anything that you want your girls to pay attention to or highlight coming into the first match?
They just need to stay within themselves, manage their game, and try not to do too much. Just play and have a good time. A crowd can, get the adrenaline and excitement going. I just need them to play within themselves.
Well, that's all from the varsity coach. Thank you so much as she gets us started.
Thank you very much, Lauren Goodman. Coach Wright knows that this is always a major event and wants to approach it with all seriousness, yet not let it be a distraction.
Yes, well, it can be. Playing in front of this many people, if you're not used to that, can be a major distraction.
Last point to the Falcons, 17-7. They're down 10. Kramer, a smash. How about that?
That's her 7th kill.
Haley Naldoza representing beautifully, 17-8. Service error on that by Chloe Splinter, 18-8.
Having a rough time back there at the service line.
Well, no doubt they could use Sophia Overstreet and a couple of their other top players that are sidelined this evening.
Absolutely. Again, gives other people opportunity and just going to make them better in the long run.
Desiree Morale on the service line for the Troubadours, leading by 10. And out of room there, point to the Falcons, nicely done. 18-9.
Looks like they're having, there we go, a little trouble deciding who was going to serve.
That'll be Katie Cordano, the 3-year veteran. Out. (18-10). Falcons need to make a push here, starting with service from their libero here. Cordano. Wow.
Kramer from the middle. It's a great play.
19-10 Troubadours. They prevailed easily in set number 1, 25-14. Trying to duplicate that here in number 2.
Got a touch on that from the block.
Nice call by Chris Christensen, one of our 2 officials. Christensen and Toheed Shigaki keeping things fair and square from the NCOA. Wow. Edwards.
Brought the heat on that one.
Heat.
No block in front of her. That's fun.
20-11. Sam Chavez ready for service for the Troubadours.
Oh, what great hustle there.
Valiant effort by the Falcons. Sydney Burana. Can't have much more hustle than that. 21-11.
That was a great shot by the setter, Desiree, to set that up.
Nice dig right there by Chavez. Boom.
That's an out call.
That gives it back to the Falcons. They're down 21-12.
So the senior back serving. See if she can score some points from the service line.
Haley Naldoza. Edwards, 22-12. Rough assignment for the Falcons coming in here on the road, short-handed.
And young.
And
short-handed and young.
That's the trifecta. Wow. Cordano with a diving dig. Not that time, however, Maddie Batchelor.
Oh, we got a new player coming in here. Monet Cook, a junior from Country Day.
She's the tallest of the Troubadours, measuring at about 6'4". Icorn.
Nice short serve there.
Out. 24-12 and
set point.
Set point. Icorn trying to finish this one up. Excellent placement right there, Gillian Hurley. 24-13.
Let's see if the serving specialist can score some points here.
Hurley out, Elise Cordano in to serve. What a play right there to finish things off. And the Troubadours, again, winning handily here in the second set, 25-13.
It's a nice opportunity for Coach Lynn to get some of her younger players in.
Well, let's turn our attention back to floor level and Lauren Goodman.
Well, I'm here with Steve Shaft. What does this rivalry mean and how has it really grown over the years?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
What does this rivalry mean and how has it grown over the years?
You know, it's a great rivalry. High school athletics, it's one of the best in the town. There's a lot of passion and a lot of competition between the schools, and the schools are very similar, so everyone's really excited to be here.
How has the week been building up? Games sold out to capacity. What has the week like been on St. Francis' side?
It's a lot of fun because it does sell out. So there's a lot of anticipation. Everybody wants to try and get a ticket. And then the girls have it marked on their calendars since they finished playing last year. So everybody looks forward to it, especially when we're here at home. So that's always a lot of fun.
Crowd, atmosphere, everything is there, a total package. How big is that to the culture and the morale around here in St. Francis?
Yeah, there's nothing better than Holy Court and Holy Hoops, and it's a big part of our school. The girls love coming out and supporting each other, showing their sisterhood with their support, and it's one of those situations where they just love to come out and support their team.
Thank you so much, Steve. It's always great to talk to you. That'll be all from the floor. Back to you, Will.
Thank you very much, Lauren. And Steve Schaff is a dynamo as the Assistant Athletic Director and Sports Information Director here, and second to none that I've worked with in that capacity. So, Vera, the Falcons break their huddle down 2 sets. Not sure what Coach Todd had to share with them at that point in time, but encouragement certainly has to be part of that. So let's shift our attention back to Lauren Goodman.
Here with the athletic director this time around. What's going on at St. Francis right now in the fall?
We're having a great fall, a strong start in cross country, water polo, and tennis and golf, and of course volleyball. And so we're really super excited. The girls doing a great job.
Now tonight's a very big event. How is administration? I've been seeing you running around, going everywhere. How busy is administration right now?
Pretty busy. This is one of our biggest parties of the year, and we really have a good time with it. Celebrate the girls. It's a great rivalry, so it's a lot of fun. So it's a lot of work, but it's more fun.
Well, thank you so much from the AD down here from the floor. Back to you, Will.
Mark McGreevy taking care of us in splendid fashion as usual. Thank you, Lauren. Okay, set 3. Now or never for the Falcons.
Looks like both teams have the same lineups as the first 2 sets.
Well, Coach James Todd probably shared the sentiment of let's make this set be our best.
Absolutely.
Let's take one. Take
I'm
one
sure
at a
he's
time.
just continuing to coach and teach these girls in this tough situation how to get better.
It's still instructional time.
Absolutely.
So St. Francis will open with service from Desiree Morale, and we're underway in set 3. Out. Troubadours again jump out with the first lead. In fact, they've never trailed.
No, they haven't.
Point to St. Francis.
It's tough if you can't pass the ball and serve receive. It really just makes it really difficult to score.
A smash at the net, blocked by Kramer, but out of bounds. Power plus shown there by Lily Paddock.
Another freshman.
3-zip.
This Christian Brothers team will be a pretty good team in a year or 2. A lot of experience going on with freshmen on the court, and just make them better.
The scoreboard is incorrect. It should say 2-1. Make it, correction, it should have said 2-1. Now we're tied up.
It's an ace by the senior libero, Katie. Willing her team to compete in this set.
Well, she has been a standout for 3 years on this squad, a member of that 2016 section championship. Special K. And a 3-2 Troubadours lead, courtesy of Kramer. Nice reaction there on that quick hit taken by Naldoza.
What a good scrap there.
Boy, it sure was. Point to Christian Brothers, a 3-3 tie. An entirely different complexion to the start of this set.
St. Francis getting in the middle in action. Haven't seen a lot of the middles attacking today, but that was Laura, a sophomore from El Dorado Hills.
4-3. St. Francis back on top after a couple of ties. Too much heat right there. Chloe Henning, 5-3.
Another sophomore. Both their middles are sophomores. It's pretty young too.
Nice, very nicely done, out of play. Naldoza has been a standout all evening.
Yes, she has. From my count, at least 10 kills. Hustle there. What a scrapper she is. And a double on the set.
Christian Brothers rallies back, 5-5.
Getting competitive.
Yes, it is.
And they take the lead for the first time.
Well, let's mark it down, a 6-5 lead early on for the Falcons, and they worked hard to get it. Edwards, out.
I'd say that was out.
(7-5), and a little mini run by here has shaken things up at St. Francis High in this holy court rivalry. Point to the Troubadours. Tough luck there. Make it 7-6. Christian Brothers by 1, but Icorn and the Troubadours back on serve. That didn't work. We're tied at 7.
Isabella coming in for the Falcons. She came in last set to serve receive.
Nice net play by the Falcons to keep that alive. Point to Christian Brothers as Edwards' smash was into the net.
St. Francis is getting a little sloppy. Wouldn't be surprised to see a timeout here just to calm them down a little.
Well, we saw Coach Wright up off that Troubadours bench. He doesn't stand up unless it's necessary. Kept alive by Naldoza, and she puts it across. Out. And we are tied 8 apiece.
Kramer back in for St. Francis.
Edwards.
Nice play by Lauren to keep that out of the net.
It surely was. Blocked at the net and rejected. Whitney Hunt.
Showing some celebration there, excitement.
9-8.
Christian Brothers back on top. Their 4th lead. Kramer's smash is good for a point.
Again, she's very good at hitting high off the hands of the blockers. Tough to defend that.
Point to St. Francis. Tough serve. Falcons tried to hang in there. The lead back to St. Francis. 10-9 Troubadours. Out.
Crowd really getting into it now.
Naldoza. Kramer's shot unreturnable. 12-9.
Timeout, Christian Brothers.
12-9, St. Francis on top. And we will turn our attention down to the floor level and pick up Lauren Goodman.
Here with Teresa Rogers, the president of St. Francis. What does that role actually entail?
That means I'm in charge of faith, finance, fundraising, future, and facilities.
That's great. Now, an event like this builds in that. How do the communities around benefit from an event like this?
It just really brings our entire community together in friendly competition and, just builds school spirit. It's a really fun event for all of us.
Now, we highlighting the Holy Courts and the battle between Christian Brothers and St. Francis. Young ladies aspiring to be the next future and bright future. How big is that in your role as you the leader of this ship?
I think it's just something that we all aspire to be our best selves, and certainly young women, we're always looking to get better, and it's just a great time to celebrate our sisterhood.
Thank you so much, Teresa, from the floor. Back to you, Will.
Thank you, Lauren. Well, that was quite a rundown on her responsibilities, but it was in perfect rhythm. Meantime, Naldoza did well to get that across. Couldn't get to that one. 14-9, it is a Troubadours run. That's a 6-0 run since they trailed 9-8.
Yeah, they cleaned it up a little bit. 2 aces by 17, Kylie Kane.
Little miscommunication between two of the Falcons, Naldoza and veteran Cordano. Wow.
It's a tough serve by Kylie.
Anticipation. It stretches to an 8-0 run. 16-9. Nice rally here by both squads.
Great rally, great defense. They called a line violation going under the net. Not
Tough
sure I would have called that.
Well, if you say you're not sure,
usually you don't
then
call that if they don't interfere with the play. Usually try to keep the play going, but
17-9, tough luck for the Falcons, and a well-placed serve right there to
that's
the open
3 aces
space.
in this run for her.
Kylie Kane.
Got to call a timeout, try to freeze her here.
Okay, fans, special announcement. If you drove a Jeep Wrangler tonight and your license plate is 8 AYT
18-9.
You gotta go to your Jeep
A
Wrangler
9-0 run.
at your expense.
Some tough serving from St. Francis. Brought him back in.
Yes, it was. And Coach Wright had said that they've been serving very aggressively thus far early in the season. And now I know what she means.
Absolutely.
Well, there's the zoo. Troubadour rooting section in full force, letting it rip.
Having a great time supporting their student athletes.
(18-9). Service upcoming right here from the Troubadours. That was an exceptional shot there by Kramer. The ball was a little behind her, and she had to adjust right there with some hang time.
Well, she's a beach volleyball player, so she knows how to keep the ball in play, knows how to shot the ball different places on the court.
19-9. Out.
That's a great service run by her. As a serving specialist, that's nice to have someone come in and get 3 aces.
That broke an 11-0 run.
Absolutely.
That had busted up a very tight match. Falcons trying to regroup here with service. Point to Christian Brothers. Make it 19-11. Nice start with this possession. Service belongs to Chloe Splinter. Out.
Nice deep shot. Maddie Batchelor, she's done a good job on the right side there. And off the
Okay.
block.
Point to the Troubadours on top, 20-11. Desiree Morale to serve for the Troubadours. Cordano digs it. (21-11). That shot by the veteran Haley just long.
Monet Cook back into the game. Let's see if they can feed her the ball. Nice swing by Haley using the block there.
Well, she has been terrific tonight for the Falcons.
Absolutely. Pretty much their whole offense.
Yep, 21-12. Blocked nicely.
Nice block by the freshman.
Tipped and kept alive.
Good hustle.
Tremendous effort there by Chavez, but a well-earned point by the Falcons, 21-13. Katie Cordano, senior libero with service. Kramer.
Great defense.
Ooh-wee, a laser shot. Haley Naldoza. A late 3-0 run, keeping the Falcons alive. Nice dump right there. Well placed, nice soft touch. Malia Berry. 22-14, Troubadours back on the attack. Julia Zara with serve. Edwards hits a laser shot that.
Great defense there.
Ooh, no kidding.
Can't get it twice.
Too tough. (23-14). Zara with continuing service for the Troubadours.
Just long there, going for a little too much. Match point.
Match point, 24-14. Troubadours looking to register a sweep this evening.
Been some good plays by Christian Brothers. Just tough to outpower the power from St. Francis.
Edwards blocked at the net, kept alive, and that will do it. St. Francis prevails as you see wild pandemonium on the floor. A 25-14 set 3 victory and a clean sweep to run their record now to 8-3 after 11 meetings between these two local powerhouses.
Fun to see these teams play. Yeah, it's fun to see, and all the fans coming out.
Well, we want to remind you that the show's not over yet. Lauren Goodman will be interviewing our players of the match, and perhaps even a word with Victoria's head coach, Aileen Wright, whose team notches its 13th win against just 2 setbacks. So stay with us. We'll return shortly to Troubadours Gym on the campus of St. Francis High School for the postgame show.
Here's to the things that can keep us safe. Those we use all the time with hardly a thought. Those that are silently standing by to save our lives. And now, those that we carry with us everywhere we go. Many mobile devices will now bring you wireless emergency alerts, real-time information directly from local sources you know and trust. With the unique sound and vibration, you'll be in the know wherever you are.
Welcome back. The verdict is in and the decision is final this evening here at St. Francis High School, where tonight, in the 11th meeting of 2 crosstown rivals, Holy Court was a one-sided affair tonight as host St. Francis outpowered the visiting Christian Brothers Falcons in straight sets, winning big in all 3 encounters. As you know, we have our players of the match in the post game, and I think we have identified 2 very, very good prospects, Vera, and I think these choices will be very difficult to debate, but the fact is they were in ink on our final ballot. Tonight, our outstanding players of the match belong to the Christian Brothers Falcons. Haley Naldoza, veteran senior leader, was terrific tonight against all odds. And for the hosts, junior sensation Alexa Edwards, putting on quite a show of power slamming and agile finesse digs and returns. Our Lauren Goodman is standing by with tonight's players of the match. Lauren?
Well, thanks, Will. I'm here with two outstanding players who left it all on the court today. One from Christian Brothers and one from St. Francis. Now I'm going to go to Christian Brothers first. Haley, your senior played hard out there, was an offensive spark. What was your focus like in the game?
Just playing hard and going all out for my senior year. That's Holy Course.
Now you continue to play, even though your team got down early, you still had some type of fight in you. Where does that come from?
I just love playing volleyball, so I love going out hard and just enjoying the game. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Haley. Good luck on the rest of your season. Now, from St. Francis, I have Alexa here. Alexa, you were all over the court from the beginning, from the runouts. How much does that energy help you play good in games like this?
It just helps me stay motivated for my team because I'm a captain especially. I need to be a leader, so I just try and get as much energy for myself to help my teammates play their best.
Now you had some power punches out there, some nasty dives. How much did you feed off the crowd tonight?
A lot. The zoo definitely helped, and just like my teammates before the game, we're getting really hyped, and it's just we're all about open investment, and that's what helped me play good tonight.
Now keeping up, I know you guys jumped out, easy wins for you. How were you motivating the other girls to continue to play good in such a game like tonight?
Our goal for the year is a state championship, so we always keep that in mind, one game at a time. So we just want to win as much as we can, and let's keep the season going as long as we can.
Thank you so much, Alexa. Good luck on the rest of the season. Now, for the winning coach, your ladies came out ready to play, a lot of energy.
I was really proud of them. They were focused. They played great defense. They had a good time out there, and they were there for each other. You know, they were excited when a teammate got a kill or made a big play. Everybody got in. I'm really excited for them. They've been working hard for this. So,
how special is a player like Alexa, her energy, her leadership out there on the court?
You know, she plays beyond her years. She has been a blessing to our program. She's one of the hardest working kids in the gym. There's a reason she's as good as she is. She's a student of the game, and she just trains hard.
Coach, what's next for St. Francis and the Troubadours?
Oh, league next week. We have 2 matches, Got to keep working every day, and one match at a time. So,
thank you so much. Congratulations again. Will, that's all from the floor. Back to you guys at the booth.
Thank you, Lauren. I think that last comment there by Coach Wright essentially epitomizes her ethic for her entire career. Work hard. That's been a staple throughout her success.
Absolutely, and she's been blessed with many great players, and she recognizes that and gets them better, and she does a great job with her program.
Coach Wright with somewhere in the neighborhood of 550 career wins. She has won just about every individual coaching award besides the team titles. Definitely one of the most celebrated coaches in California high school sports history. So it all comes down to a big performance tonight, a rare sweep in this rivalry. And again, in all fairness, we have to say that Coach Todd's ball club, not at full capacity.
Not at full capacity tonight, but I think they got better. They got more competitive as the match went on. They played some great defense. Again, Haley was very effective on the outside.
Certainly was. In an underdog role, I almost invest more credit and validation on those types of performances when the odds are stacked like they were tonight. Well, next week we go back outdoors and return to the gridiron, where Access Sacramento's hometown sports game of the week will go up the hill, Highway 50 to Prairie City Stadium, and it's going to be a Sierra Foothill League brawl as #1 Folsom plays host to the invading second-ranked Oak Ridge Trojans in what should be a heck of a ball game. So you're invited to join us for that one coming up in 1 week's time right here on Access Sacramento's hometown sports game of the week. It's probably one you really would not want to miss. But here tonight, you didn't miss this one. St. Francis emerging with a very impressive 3-set sweep over highly regarded Christian Brothers to handily capture the 2018 edition of the Holy Court Rivalry. Well, Access Sacramento and the entire Hometown Sports Game of the Week broadcast crew wish to express their appreciation to the St. Francis High School administration, particularly to Sports Information Director Steve Schaff, whose cooperation and assistance with our broadcast arrangements was once again invaluable. The Hometown Sports Game of the Week is a special sports presentation of Access Sacramento in association with Play-by-Play Sports Productions. So tonight, for Lauren Goodman, Vera Nelson, and the entire Hometown Sports Game of the Week broadcast crew, I'm Will James. We thank you for joining us, and as always, we look forward to the next occasion when we can get together. So long, everyone.
This program from Access Sacramento's Hometown Sports Game of the Week is available for purchase on DVD. For more information, call Access Sacramento, 916-456-8600, extension 0. This has been a Hometown Sports Game of the Week broadcast from Access Sacramento. Major underwriting support this season for Hometown Sports Game of the Week on Access Sacramento is provided by the Sacramento Metropolitan Cable Television Commission. Access Sacramento also thanks Sharif Jewelers, fine jewelers since 1932. Sharif Jewelers, a longtime sponsor of community television. And Folsom Lake Honda, a proud sponsor of Access Sacramento's Hometown TV and Game of the Week, and a partner in our community, Folsom Lake Honda.